everyone out there. So today we have one of our clients here on the line with us. His name's Brian. Brian has done a lot of investments in and outside of his IRA. So we wanted to bring him on and have him kind of talk about one of the most recent deals he's done frequently. So Brian, how are you doing today?
Yeah, no, Derek, thanks for having me on. And it's always nice to be asked to come and speak, to some of the Quest clients. And, I'm one of your clients, so I really appreciate you taking the time to kind of, to reach out to me. So yeah. I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
But, well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut off my camera, but I'm still here. I'm just going to kind of let you take it away and share your screen and everything else, okay?
Sure, sounds good. All right. So when I got asked to do this, one of the things, like a lot of the clients that are with Quest, is when you have retirement accounts, I look at everything. I like to participate in a lot of different investments, but one of the things that helps collaborate, or it's a tool that I use, is purchasing or parking my money in short-term notes. So there's a few hard money lenders out there that actually will sell their short-term positions or short-term notes. And one in particular that I like to go to if I don't have a private loan that I'm underwriting myself is Investor Loan Source. And they have a pretty nice program in place to where they will, they have a short-term borrower. Usually this is a single-family flip investment, and they will sell you their interest, the interest on the note. And usually these loans carry for 6 months, sometimes to 12 months. And if it's a new construction loan, sometimes they can carry longer than that. But for the most part, all you need to know is these are short-term loans and they're collateralized. So you actually take their position as the lien holder. But since I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, some of the things that I look for, just very simple, how I invest in these types of investments. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. So Investor Loan Source, like I said, is one of the hard money lenders, one of the few ones in town that actually will sell you their short-term positions. But this is what's kind of interesting. So here they say that we can collaterally transfer these notes, transfer the lien, not the note, to you at 9%, keeping the spread. If the note is set to go to foreclosure, we agree to purchase the note back right before the sale. Of course, if you don't mind the risk, you can still decide to purchase the note outright and keep the interest and the risk. So a lot of the investors who maybe attend some of the Quest events, their question is always going to be, what happens if the borrower doesn't pay? Here, this company, since they're in that business already of lending and hard money, underwriting on these loans, this is a way to help you to kind of ease your fears. So in the event that their borrower does default, that they have something in place to where you can give them back the note, your principal is returned to where you can invest in another note. The interest rate is paid as 9% annualized, but it's paid monthly. So that's a really cool tool to use if you don't know who to lend to. If if you have interest in private lending, but you have no idea how to underwrite a loan, if you don't know who you could trust to lend that money out, you have a company in town that does this professionally, that allows to, you can buy their short-term position. And this is what I do. So if I don't have a borrower immediately that I'm underwriting, I can call this company. They send me a spreadsheet and I look at what they have for sale that matches my liquidity. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's go to what, so generally what I do is I'll get an email. I'm just going to tell you exactly how this goes down. There's a lady by the name of Alexandra Peacock, and she runs the loan desk for Investor Loan Source. So generally she'll send this, it's an updated loan form, it's on an Excel file, and you can pick a loan that you'd like to purchase. And here's what that looks like. Okay, so what we want to do is kind of focus on the one in blue. But these are loans that are short-term loans. It's not going to be tied up for 20 or 30 years. These are usually designed to be in and out of within 6 to 18 months. But let's just focus on the one in blue. So here we have the property address, the date that it was originated, how many days the loan is current, or how many days the loan has been active, should I say. It shows the address, the county. Here's the appraisal amount of this particular property. Usually that's done by an independent or third-party person. The loan to value, so you'll know that generally the property, the loan amount that you would be coming to close with to buy this loan is roughly $80,000. The loan to value kind of gives you exactly the safety net of what Investor Loan Source has. And this is what you can buy it at right here. So if you have $79,000 or $750, and then they charge you a little bit to do the legal transferring the deed or transferring the collateralization of the note, which gets filed with the county. That's the way to ensure the safety of your position and your principal. But it usually costs about $336, something like that. And you can purchase this, and immediately when you do your document, you'll notarize it, you'll wire your funds to Investor Loan Source, and the date that those funds are registered to Investor Loan Source, that's when your clock starts ticking, and you can expect your interest payment to arrive that day the very next month. So for example, today is the 15th. So say I wire my funds, I do my paperwork, I send everything over to them, and then they verify that the funds have been received. I can usually, can predict that this payment will come on the 16th of the month or the 15th of the month. Usually it comes a day early, but it's very consistent. So if you're looking for something that's interest only, consistent, reliable, and secured by real estate, short-term notes, great option for you to just plug your money in and not have to really worry about anything. This is what's kind of cool. So, and you can also, when you have these addresses, you can take a look at them. Google the address. Here's what it looks like. So roughly, if I'm going to transfer $80,000 to have this lien positioned over to me, here's what the property looks like. Pretty safe. All right. And then say 1 month rolls by, you're going to get an email. And here's what it looks like. Payment notification, a payment from Loan Source LLC was transferred to your financial institution. You get a notification. It is like clockwork.
Dude, that seems pretty simple.
Pretty simple. So you're basically picking a short-term note that matches your liquidity position. So if you have $400,000, you'd be amazed. Like sometimes they have loans that vary from $50,000 to $4 million. It just depends upon what they have on their loan board. But very nice, very nice thing that you can tap into if you're just a plug and play. Like there's really no thinking other than, just picking out a loan. With that program that they actually have in place where they're willing to take back this note in the event that their borrower defaults, it's pretty nice. Not many people are doing that.